hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Wait, set, wide 80, 54, right 54.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Alpha.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go Bandit.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 15. Shift. Sponge. Alert. No. Switch. Ramp.
On second down, Michel. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
One.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 4.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check.
From the gun, here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Wait, set 29. Alpha. No, 66.
On second down now, Michelle. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Hey, Gold 66. Hey, check it.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Wait, 20. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. I got Jim. Gold 50.
To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check, Mike 54.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And an alley to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorites.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady now on 1st down. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.